Welcome to Come to Mama, where we nurture souls. Welcome back. I hope everybody's doing well out there. I just wanted to come on real quick and talk about. Sorry about that. I need to turn some light on, huh? It's daytime, but so I wanted to talk about a few, you know, thoughts that came to mind today, and hopefully nurture some souls out there that may be going through some things. So what I've been noticing within myself and within the collective is that everybody is um, going through a transit transformation in their life. And as I've stated before in the past, we have to let go of things that are no longer serving us. That can be certain mindsets, thought processes. It's not just only people. Well, one of the things that I want you know, to really reiterate to the collective and, and nurture your soul to let you know that, you know, you're not a victim. Everything is happening for you, not to you. Meaning that there are certain people in your lives that you've trusted your whole life that may have changed up on you or switched up on you in some type of way where they're no longer a sturdy person in your life. There may be jobs and other situations that are changing up on you to where you're feeling as though your foundation is being rocked at this moment in time. And this is done for a reason. So if you get a chance, look up the planet alignment Pluto and Aquarius. Pluto is a planet of death and transformation. That means tearing something down, killing it, and rebuilding it. So that could very well just mean it could tear a relationship up, it can tear up the foundation of something that you thought that was very sturdy. So the reason why I'm coming across with this um, message is because I myself have been noticing that I've been being tested, my patience, and very much so by people that I love and would never ever expect that they would behave the way that they are. But that's because they're going through their transformation as well. You know, you have to understand that everybody's on their own journey and that your journey may not always be together, or you might have to separate for a while to figure it out. This is the energy right now. It can be very favorable, and it can also be very, very hard. uh as I was telling someone the other day, because I was listening to a tarot reader, and this is a couple months ago, she was saying how, if you don't make the changes that need to be changed and you're holding on to stuff, your fingers are going to get snatched off, literally. And so that analogy just really speaks for, if you're wondering why you're going through so many issues, sometimes you need to sit back and really think about, why can't I let go of things that are no longer serving me, people that are no longer serving me, um, habits that are no longer serving me. You're not alone, and we are all going through it. But as an individual person, like I tell my children, and I'm going to tell you, as I am Mama. I am an authority figure in the spiritual realm as well as on this planet. I represent the Hierophant. I am a Taurus, and I do. I know I'm a very grounding individual, and I'm gonna tell you, like I tell my kids, you can't blame nobody else. My children will say, "Well, so and so did it." No, we're talking about you. We're talking about you. You need to work on you. You can't worry about what Joe Blow and Billy Bob was doing. That's what I tell my kids. And I have to look at that the same way. We could be looking at somebody's life and wondering, "Oh, their life looks wonderful. How come I can't have that?" Or what is it that I'm not doing right? Well, no, you can't be looking at them. You need to look at yourself. And then what you don't understand is this energy is also very abundant. And so spirit is waiting for you to take responsibility for yourselves. Let go of things that are not serving you, even though it's hard. Take a break from it. see what happens from that. But it's really here to support you to rebuild your life. So, though things are going to be leaving, you're going to rebuild and it's going to be even better. You got to let go of the old to allow the new to come in. And that's just, a message that I really wanted to express to the collective. It's just really important right now that you start really understanding this, because this is going to be lasting for a long time. And you need to get your mind right. Okay, your mind right, and ground yourself and understand that everything is working in your favor. Okay, yes, it does hurt, and you can acknowledge everything's not peaches and cream. I understand that, you know, and I am aware of when things hurt me, but they happen, it happens for a reason. Okay, and that's when you have to have seek knowledge and understanding. And you need to ask for the knowledge and understanding for help, because it's not easy getting through, these situations, and they hurt very bad. And it's like Velcro just tearing your heart, ripping your heart out, especially when it has to deal with your loved ones, whether it be your mate, your parents, your family members, your children. It's very, very hard. It's very um it's heart wrenching, at times. But what you have to understand is that people that are not serving a purpose in your life for your life path, what you came here to accomplish or do in this world, they're purposely being taken out of your life. And when you understand it in that way, that before you were incarnated on this earth, you chose to come here for a purpose. And so everything is almost like a test to see, or they're placed in your life, to um, help you see what you need to be doing. They're a mirror, right? So, for instance, um, your children, patience with your kids, and understanding, because they're so close to you. And it's really, really hard when they challenge you, and they hurt you. It's really, really hard, to deal with. Um, your mates, when when you just can't seem to get it together. So one way or another, you and your children are going to have to separate. They are going to have to move on to their life path. You can go from being their uh, everything that they need provider into being a um, advisor for them, right? Um, just like your mates. I have been divorced for about 4 or 5 years now, and me and my ex-husband, we go through our issues, when it comes to disagreements in regards to the children or support sometimes, but for the most part, we get along. And so I went from being his wife to just being uh, a support system, somebody to he trusts me with certain things because he knows how I am. I know how he is. So being that I know how he is, I do not wish to be in a relationship one on one with him anymore. But I still can, you know, talk to him and get along with him in other ways. And he lives on the other side of the country, right? So what's important is that we're co-parenting our children and being a force for our children to know that we still are there for them, even though we don't necessarily wish to be together anymore, right? So relationships can evolve into different things, and you make the decision. I know that the status quo or the norm is, once you separate from a friendship or a relationship of some sort, that you're supposed to be a bitter, angry person, and not like them anymore. But really, what it is that that person came into your life to serve a specific purpose. And once you learned a lesson, and if they weren't meant to be there anymore, they were to move on to their path, to do what they came here to do. And if it's meant for you to be in that person's life, that relationship will evolve into something different, right? But you'll feel it in your heart and you'll understand and you'll know. But it's not meant for you to carry a heavy burden on your heart and hatred. So, what I suggest we do when we have to separate from these people, and I understand the how hard it is and the emotion of it, but once you start healing, send that person with love and wish them the best. That way, you're not carrying that on your heart, and you can move forward in your life and on your path and do what you need to do. Because as I say to my children, and I'm going to say to you, I am a human being. I have dreams and aspirations. I have needs and wants. And so I believe that I am not here for someone to, or, you know, anyone for that matter, to take advantage and use me for their come up or whatever the case may be. I want to be. And so, what a lot of us are realizing right now, and this is going into like a segue into another situation that I've been feeling should be addressed, is that for those of us who have, allowed ourselves to be taken advantage of, or we continue to go through cycles of the same situations where we're there to help and support all the time. Sometimes you need help, sometimes you need support, and people will take it for granted, and they will continuously use you. And some people are just selfish. So you have to make the decision to have your boundaries and let people know I can't do it anymore. So that was the segue into my relationship with my ex, was that I was a very supportive woman. I But he was very selfish man. And so that doesn't mix. But instead of me realizing that, I had to learn. And I went through many painful cycles until I finally learned that this person is not going to reciprocate what I need. And so I am getting the short end of the stick. And what I did is I betrayed myself. And he's not the only person that I've done it with, because people will take your kindness for a weakness and they will use you. So it's important for me what I learned. One of the strengths that I need in this lifetime is my boundaries and to not betray myself for the likes of someone else. So I am thankful for these situations that come to me and make me see. And that pain that I feel, or the hurt, or feeling taken, uh, you know, um, advantage of, those are the things that I needed to feel in order for me to realize that I need to put my boundaries up. I need to speak my truth. I need to not feel like I need to let somebody else have and I just sit back and not receive. Because 9 times out of 10, what you'll learn is that if you don't believe that you deserve it, then you ain't gonna get it, you know? So there's many of wolf and sheep clothings and people out there that want to take, 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 take. So you have to put your big girl or your big boy drawers on and get up, pull them up, take your what you have and put the pedal to the metal and get on your path and leave all that stuff behind. Tie those loose ends up. I understand that sometimes it's very complicated and you feel that you cannot walk away from certain things. But what you're doing is you're killing your essence when you sit there in something that is hurting you. You're taking away from what you should be doing, why you decided to come here on your path. So what you'll understand is that your children will be okay, your mate will be okay, your mama and daddy will be all right. Something will come through, and it's gonna happen in everybody's favor as it should. And those who were taking advantage of being selfish, well, they have a lesson to learn too. They are gonna have to learn that they need to give as well as just taking it all and hoarding it all to themselves. It's a lesson on both sides. And to this day, when I listen, I look at my ex, and he, oh, you don't want me anymore. You know, you now see what you see that what basically you lost what was the best thing for you. But did you really lose me? Because we still talk, because we're still cool. So you really didn't lose me, but we're just not in a relationship anymore. We're not living together anymore. We just talk from time to time and try to, raise our last two children that are under the age of 18. So I think our relationship evolved into something different that works for us, where we really didn't lose each other, but we're able to go off onto and do our own things without the pressures of, and the stress of the actual being together day in and day out. But we still talk as friends, and we still co-parent, and I'm fine with that. So, we family basically at the end of the day. After all that hurt and pain and stress and worry and feeling like, oh, I can't live without you, hey, we made it through. I made it through, and so can you. So I just wanted to put that out there because I see it happening. I see it, I feel it, and I'm going to pull a couple of cards for you to um, some oracle cards, and I hope I got my glasses. Oh goodness, where's my glasses? Because I can't do it without my glasses. Here they go. I'm gonna the magical herb oracle. Spirit, provide me with a message or, oh, something flew out right away. Reflection. Okay. All right. That's the oracle card. Okay. And the herb is lemon balm. Lemon balm is the bomb. And I heard lemon balm cures herpes. Yep. Yep. I was taking a class, and that's what they were saying. Anyway, so a reflection. This is a message for the collective. Although there is a lot to reflect on and even to resonate with more closely, be very careful that you do not fall into melancholy. Your faith may be tested. Use this time to appreciate what has gone before and think about how you can evolve no matter what has occurred, positive or negative. Your purpose will be connected with events and situations in some way, and you must listen to your inner truth and intuition. Though the path or details may seem very unfamiliar and the outcome hard to foresee, you are being guided with a greater wisdom. Hey, exactly. That's how I feel about. That's what I'm saying. Letting go of things that are no longer serving you, even though you can't foresee what's going on right now. Everything's working for you. Okay, not to you, and you have to trust in whatever belief system that you believe in. You need to trust, if you can, trust and have faith that things are working in your favor. Okay, so I hope everyone's doing well. I hope that your soul was nurtured, excuse me, today, and have a good day. Love you. Bye.